I've had a lot of people ask me on how to actually properly put coils in on a velocity deck, so they can get them nice and neat and tightly up against the post without having any issues with pulling cotton through. And this is the method I use. I'm not saying it's the right method, but it's the method that I use. So I'm just going to do it in a little couple of clips so that we don't have too long a video. Okay, so there's my coil that I'm going to use for this. It's just a 22 gauge 7 wrap canthal. What a lot of people do is they'll take the bottom section of the coil and put it through the bottom leg of the velocity post, which is not the way I do it. I actually put the bottom leg through the top hole of the one post and then the top of the other side through the bottom post. So actually when you push your coil in, you can see it actually automatically turns the coil. Let me just go and tighten those up for you. So you can see now that I've tightened the coil, or the little grub nut screws in, and the coil sitting at an angle, which is a lot of guys are going to get a little bit confused here. So using the ID that you've turned the coils on, you put it into the coil like so, and when you bend the coil, you'll notice now that it actually sucks it back in to the deck. So you're now pulling the coil closer and closer to the posts by doing it that way. Okay, so you can see that first coil's in there nice and neatly. It's been pulled quite close to the deck by doing it that method. So I'm just going to do the other side. It's exactly the same. So as I said, use the bottom section, which is this lower pin, put it in the top hole of the velocity deck, and put the high side in the bottom on the opposing side. The coil automatically will pull at a funny angle on the deck. Let me just go and tighten that up for you. So you can see now, oops, let me get that in focus. So you can see now it's all tightened and the coil sitting at an angle. As I explained, you use the ID that you've twisted the coil around. So if you watch closely, as soon as I bend this, it sucks it closer to the deck. So you see how closely it's pulled it to the deck. Okay, now you can see both coils are in. The nice way about doing it this way, when you put it in this way, is that the leads going into the post holes now don't get in your way ever if you are trying to wick it up when you're putting cotton in. The way you do it this way, there's no wire that'll ever get in your way. So that's just my method of doing velocity posts. Use it, don't use it. Thanks guys, cheers.